Hello, everyone, and happy Cancer solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Cancer. It is a solar eclipse, and it is June 20th. It depends on what part of the world you're in, and it's basically June 21st, 2020. Now, we just went through a recent eclipse in Sagittarius, so this is just another eclipse, but it's a series of eclipses, so it's really going to make a lot of changes. Many have heard that this is going to be a serious eclipse. Yes, I agree too, and I definitely feeling the eclipse. In fact, I'm a Cancer myself, so I know the pressures of it, and I'm in the first 5 degrees, and this is exactly where the eclipse is taking place, in the first 5 degrees too. Well, no, I don't know about the eclipse. It's Mercury in retrograde, so I'm going to try to speak as clear as I can. So this is an intuitive reading, and I don't have time for the timestamp, so I would appreciate if someone would do that for me. I just want to get this out for everyone. I'm going to do a collective reading. Then I'm going to start with water collective, and then each sign, which would start with Cancer. Then, what is it? I already focused and cast everything. Scorpio and Pisces, and then I'm going to go to each element and each sign. So there is a little bit for each sign. Okay, so what do we know about this eclipse? All right, first of all, here is the moon card. You and your loved ones are safe. This is an intuitive reading, by the way. It's the new moon in Cancer. So there is a focus on definitely family. I mean, Cancer is all about home, safety, protection, history, ancestry, family, even children. I mean, it's all about security and safety too. So there is that really strong theme. Okay, so definitely what it says here, you and your loved ones are safe, okay? But what we're really looking at is the safety and protection, okay? So it's, it's ups and downs. All right, so the cards that we got as a collective is the World and the Page of Swords. Now, I pulled two because when there's a major arcana, I like to also clarify it. And which is quite interesting. Here we have the World. When we're looking at the world is before you. The world is a karmic completion. A cycle is definitely in focus. But this can also be significant that this eclipse is going to really affect, which always does affect, but the world in general. And the world has been going through a lot. So this is like external forces, maybe a lot of world news. Can be good, okay? It's not always negative, but it is a cycle, all right? So a lot of that, I see, for what I see here, a lot of people are going to be completing things. This is a successful conclusion, graduation, reaching out, even thoughts of travel. So it's a kind of an expensive energy too. It doesn't come without gathering information, okay? No quick decisions here. It doesn't come without criticism or even, this can be sometimes even complications with communication, news coming in. People could be very abrupt too, miscommunications. But we're all kind of guarded as well. But then it's the page here. Are we dealing with children? Are we dealing with people who are just not thinking things through? Remember, Mercury also is retrograde in the same sign. So it's really an interesting aspect here. Expect powerful change. Okay, so there's really going to be some powerful changes. And it's going to take a while. I think these effects are going to be in for a while. We will look at the gemstones too. There is an energy here that we need to be bold. We need to make some moves, okay? Gaining more clarity, getting more information too. So a lot of information may be coming through, learning, listening too. So being bold, making that first move is going to be very important with this eclipse as well. And these are definitely new starts. They are coming. They may come into little successions and in subtle ways, but new starts are definitely coming through here. There is an underlining energy of here also that balance needed between spirituality, practicality as well. So that yin and yang needs to come through as well. There is a tinge of, I feel, soulmate connections. Communications, listening is going to be very important. Even love. It's like there's that, I don't know, joking, nothing long term. If it's love, it's something that's kind of brief. There's maybe tastes. It's like you get a taste. It's like going to a wine tasting, vineyard or something. You have a little taste of each. You just get a little bit of flavor. That's the type of energy I'm picking up as well. Okay, there's a significance here because we're talking about compassion and caring. Cancer is all about compassion and caring, and loving energy too. Here we're seeing adjustments. So the tower's here. It's adjustments that need to be made. Trial and error, readjustments in many areas, work, life. It's not been the easiest road all year. Learning, listening is so strongly indicated here. We need to listen more. We need to learn and listen. We could learn a lot from listening. Well, that will bring you some kind of rewards. So money is showing up here too. This is also, what has deeply been our desires, what's been holding us back. So there is a sense of trying to expand that, maybe even our darkest, deepest. That doesn't always mean negativity. It's sometimes some of us may wake up and just understand it's a time to put those dreams or wishes or goals into action. Just say you've been wanting to move forever and you never did. You just may do that. That's something. Lifestyle here and home foundation. It's in the gray area. There's something that's coming to question here. Money's coming through, but family is strongly indicated here as well. And some kind of luck as well is showing up here. A new cycle is coming up. So we are seeing a lot of that energy. I feel that there's a quality here that's kind of underpressed. You might experience like some kind of lack of concentration and determination, but making some kind of adjustments here is going to really help. Because we are looking here that there's a stronger focus, of course, on family roots, historic type of influences. That is definitely, the gemstones are even showing up this way, but we know that the moon in Cancer does indicate that too. But it does talk about what's our outlook, our choices. They may have been perspectives, decisions that were like obvious, but we were slow to move on something, okay? It's like we never questioned them before, maybe, is what I'm feeling here. We just acted on them somehow. But things are changing, all right? Under this eclipse, it's definitely changing. Opportunities are coming through. More understanding, because we see the stone here of the understanding and listening. More about where the point of view or your urge is coming from. See, this is deep integration, primal stuff coming through too. Things we kept within ourselves. You may even start questioning like your own motives, your own moves. Did you understand the situation correctly? Okay. I feel also this is all coming, we just had an eclipse in Sagittarius, and this comes like, it's right at the end of, Sagittarius. We just went through one. So there's something that is dying out and we need to let go of. Okay, these could be patterns or things that maybe even occurred from the last eclipse. Okay, so it's kind of intertwining in a way, but there's less pressure to finish something, and instead it's more willingness. It's like we are more willing to do things now. Okay, it's less pressure is what I'm seeing here, and to let go, move on to something new. There's a sense of newness here. Okay. Dreams for the future, making things happen with trial and error. So what I'm trying to say here is, yes, this is a powerful eclipse. There's going to bring a lot of changes. I also feel there's a lot of feminine energy here too. We see the caring a lot too. We see a strong energy within us too. You could be more helpful, you could be more caring, compassionate, but you have to, but with the energy of Cancer, sometimes we go overboard helping others. We don't take care of ourselves. That is one lesson that all Cancers usually have to learn, most Cancers. So we tend to be even more helpful and caring now, all in general. But if you're not careful, you might let others take advantage of you too, and then you start feeling negative, and so on. So, what I feel also, there's either an Aquarius energy around us that's a very significant, or this is going to carry on into the time of Aquarius, these energies. And there's that daydreaming too. What is it that we want to bring forth and manifest as well, which will bring us some kind of rewards? I feel even coming into, I guess, winter, end of the year, there's significant beginnings or initiations coming through. Something's going to activate too. Family, money, maybe someone coming back. I mean, we got a lot of that energy, learning, listening, completions, and so forth. Okay, now I'm going to start with the water signs. There's a collective energy, and then it's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So what do we see with Cancer here? Not Cancer, water signs in general first, then Cancer, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? With the Queen of Pentacles here, in general water signs, we're seeing that some kind of there's a business focus. There's a focus. You want to stay out of drama. These are lessons that we're teaching others. We're nurturing others as well. So we have to be careful here. Also, where do we invest our time and money? Where are we nurturing? Do we nurture ourselves? There's this big focus on taking care of pets, taking care of children, taking care of home, needing to take care of ourselves, staying out of drama. Maybe even maybe earth sign could be very helpful as well. So there's an earthy energy to this too, okay? It's knowing and making practical decisions. So when we're looking at this, we're looking at a deep personal issue that's maybe going to reach some kind of resolution, because it's an earthy energy. So we're looking at water signs in general. We are looking at that kind of energy. I feel here with the gemstone that we're seeing here too, it's creativity. It's a lot of ideas, creative solutions, creating our own reality. We're putting in a lot of practical work here too. Okay, so that's good. It comes from lessons learned. Okay, so overall, there's lessons learned here, teaching others lessons too, and as well with us, with work, with our responsibilities. We may be tested how much responsibilities we're going to take and what we're going to be doing, how much we're going to be doing for others as well. Okay, so that is the overall for the water sign. Now for Cancers, you got 2 gemstones here, which is partnerships, money coming in. Maybe you are supporting the family more, or there is something on the side that is showing up that needs to be, it's shared resources as well. You could be teaching others, communications, learning experience. Maybe you're learning something new too, and you're putting it into strong practice here. Because what I see here for Cancer is there's definitely like a win-win type of outcome. Okay, remember, this is the overall, and then we're looking at Cancer here. So there's like a win-win outcome. It's balancing the partnerships, the money, where you invest. Some of you may be starting some kind of a business. Again, I'm seeing this like a learning experience, maybe inspiring others. You're teaching others, and it's going to be quite valuable. It may even bring you some money in. But there is something here. For some of you, you may be going back to school. There is some kind of higher education here. It's a very strong educational stone, where also you could be in doing work where you're communicating, inspiring, and teaching somehow. This also indicates a lot of things that you want is there. You're going to get a lot. It's like a lot of your dreams, a lot of your goals. It's like that practical side. Everything that you want is really within reach. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time, but you're getting there. Okay, so we're seeing basically that energy that came out for Cancer. Now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, what are we seeing for Scorpio here? Scorpio, you have your wish stone and fortune stone here. And there's a cycle here, but then there's like maybe 2 creative projects. Maybe there's 2 other ideas or work or balancing something else. out. So we are seeing that energy coming through too. Scorpio, there should be a wish fulfillment. Remember, this is practical matters, how much responsibilities you're going to take on. Wish fulfillment, fortune is there. So, it can't include a new cycle. I see that you guys, looks like the end of some kind of tough cycle is going to be approaching. But for some reason, there's a fiery tinge to this. I feel some of you may be dealing with a Leo. That's what's coming to me. Or in the time of Leo, there's going to be something very present there. It's almost like a fiery tinge to this. Also, I feel there are effects of something here. Either it's work or ideas or a cycle, maybe in the next 3 days, maybe showing up too. So I do see that energy really strongly with you guys. And it could be with work or creative ideas, a wish fulfillment, okay, to jobs here, to something with duplicity as well. All right, we're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces, you have the lifestyle, health and well-being and adjustments. It's in the upright though, okay? So it is in the upright position. And when that's in the upright position, that's something that's already occurred and you're just needing to readjust, okay? So there's a balance that needs to be implemented here. But remember, Queen of Pentacles with creating your own reality. So this could be working on something as well. What I feel here with Pisces, you also have maybe a choice of decision to make. This is family, listening to two sides, mediating or making some kind of choice of decision. Could be even money and trying to balance something out. There's a sense of luck here with Pisces as well. One thing I'm seeing here, you got to step out of your comfort zone, Pisces, okay? Because you got to leap over, step out of your comfort zone. For some of you, I feel you may be dealing with a Libra energy. If it's not a person, it could be in the time of Libra that something may show up. But when you do step out of that comfort zone, you have to kind of slow down. Don't make quick decisions, okay? Because we are kind of creating your own reality here. You do not want to make any quick decisions either. There is an energy here to caution you to slow it down a little, okay? One step at a time, all right? And that was for the fires, the water signs. Now we're going to move on here. And this is for the fire signs. Okay, this is the collective for the fire signs. Then this will be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So fire signs, what do you have here? You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a return of energy to me. Okay, it's a 7. It's making some kind of adjustments and indecisions and choices that are coming up that you're going to have to make. Are you tired? Are you overworked? Are the same cycles going on? These are decisions that you're going to have to make. It's recalibration as well. A strong energy here. Where do you invest your time, energy, and money? With whom? To whom? Life in general, overall, definitely there is something in question here. Return of energy. Second chances may be coming through here. But how many times did you get a second chance? And did you take it or did you not? Are you tiring yourself out is what I'm picking up here. Remember, fire signs. We just went through the Sagittarius eclipse. And that was a fiery eclipse too. So this pertains to all fire signs too. This is a sunny stone. Okay. Highly creative. Opportunities, ideas, but don't just dream it, do it, okay? It's like more action than thoughts or talk. When, thoughts are great. We can change, I want to change the world, we want this, we want to do that, but thoughts do not get us anywhere. What gets us is conviction and sticking with something. That's what I'm feeling here. So this is highly, highly creative. It's a very highly creative energy that we're seeing here. Okay? So it's making that choice and decision. It's time to take action. That is the energy that we're seeing here. No more indecisions where blah, blah, blah. It's almost like you're on the same cycle. It's time to take action. And action is just going to get you somewhere, not just thoughts. So this is like the sun is there. It's brightly shining on you, very creative. This is great energy too if you are in the entertainment business, Maybe you'll be going out a lot. Music is coming through here. This is creative. This is great. If anything, listen to music. This can bring, there could be some signs and messages. Been seeing those messages in a lot of readings lately. So that's really coming up for overall fire sign energies, okay? Aries, you have the stone of official business, agreements. These could be verbal, signing something. This can also be a legal case, court, making that conviction sometimes, depends on how it comes through. Little bit of envy or putting in some, it's a cautionary stone, but again, this could be, sometimes we're fighting with ourselves. Sometimes we're just frustrated with ourselves, but putting some energy into this as well is going to help. For some, this is making some choice or decision that's coming through here as well. So with Aries, I feel there is a, I don't know, there's a sense of this fiery, remember, we're looking at this collective here too, fiery climax that is really coming through and approaching. Okay, this can be with expanding our business, homes, because it's almost like home and foundation and family and that, but it's an extension. So it's something that you're going to have to make a choice and decision and expand on. Okay, so it's making an ultimatum to yourselves, putting some goals. It can be signing of some kind of document, can be a legal case. I feel some of you may have to make some kind of decision or something about someone that you already know that's really coming into focus strongly for Aries. Aries, this could be courts. This can, like I said, this could be making something official, making that choice. I don't know if you envy someone. Maybe it's something you need to internalize too. This is someone I think that is coming into focus that you already know, and that it's been going back and forth somehow. There is a fiery climax that's approaching for Aries and something official. Okay. Now we're moving on to Leo, and Leo, remember, this is the collective energy. Leo, it's interesting. Honestly, you just got the moonstone, which means confusion. Maybe something arises, something that's been confusing, something that's been hidden. And this stone wanted to fall out, so I did add it. But it really wanted to just be the moonstone. This is, again, something deeply spiritual. It's a spiritual cycle. It's almost like a karmic spiritual cycle, too. Okay, so there is spirituality here, very strongly indicated for Leo. There is this energy that whatever's confusing, whatever you do not understand, sometimes you just have to surrender it to the divine. Just give it up to the universe. Clarity will come later, okay? There are some things that you have to surrender. You're going to have to integrate something. And this is like, whatever it is. Maybe it's a bad habit. Maybe it's something that you've been hanging on too long. You don't have an answer to. You can't control. There's a sense of surrendering to the divine and purifying and clearing things up. This also can indicate dealing with some I don't know. I don't know why it's addictions are coming through here. Maybe you've been overdoing it, over drinking, overeating. I don't know. Times have been crazy. So there is something there that needs to be purified. But this is celebration. Maybe some of you have done some internal work in that, and this is a time of celebrating and congratulating yourself. So there's a sense of celebrating here and spiritually connecting and purging something as well. Remember, making that choice decision, creating your own reality. So that's really strongly indicated here as well. All right, now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have quite a bit here. Remember, choices, decisions. The last eclipse was in your sign. Are you going to the same patterns? We're seeing that here. It's like it's asking you to spiritually connect. These are epiphanies coming through, but are you heeding them? Again, it's like indecisions, and you're slowly more and more purging and coming into more spiritual hits. Maybe some of you, you actually hear something. Maybe you go to sleep and you hear a voice. It's like spirit is trying to talk to you. You have also a change. You've went through some changes. It's in the upright. This could have been in career. There's been some negativity. What you do most of the day. There's been a lot of changes here. Even in creating what you want. This is a lot of primal stuff. This is a lot. This is like going through integration. This is this is deep, secretive stuff. Some things may resurface. This is intimacy. Sometimes we are dealing with people's secrets. There's that energy that's coming through as well for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I feel here, this is really a time to balance the give and take. The more you give of yourself too, doing things for yourself and to others, rather than taking or expecting, miracles, or, we want a job or we want money and we're sitting on the sofa and expecting it just to fall out of the sky. Well, that would be nice, but that doesn't work that way. It's a time to give rather than to take, meaning you have to give and put effort into what you need. Don't just wait for things. It is a time to, because you just went through Eclipse, so you're going through another one now. Not just take. Or deplete yourself somehow. That's another thing I'm seeing here too. Just know everything's on divine timing. You may occur delays. You may occur change of plans and things changing, okay, and decisions then coming up again. Opportunities coming in. Have you been taking the good ones? I don't know. But they are going to be in your favor, because it's like asking you to really purge and just make that list. Good, bad. This has been good for me. This hasn't been. And that's why these delays and that are blessings in disguise and favor, so you can actually really come to something that's going to be stable, solid for you. Okay, so it's rebuilding. All right, so that was for all the fire signs. Then we're going to move over here to Earth. Okay, so for Earth, and then we're going to go for Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So for Earth signs, what do you have here, Earth? You have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. Well, the Two of Swords is stolen communication, holding things too tightly, trust issues, having to make some kind of choice and decision. Torn which way to go. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust the universe? Do you trust yourself making this choice and decisions? I mean, that is basically what it is. It could be partnerships. Sometimes there's been lack of communication, stolen communications. Maybe you're holding something back. Here is the stone of communication. All kinds of communications and learning and listening too. I mean, you got a heart in here. You got a lot going on here. Okay, so this is the stone of learning to communicate, communications, networking. It's also listening and learning. So there is something happening here. That kind of energy I'm seeing is your hard work is paying off. So know that you have to make maybe some kind of choice decision. You have to kind of let down the guard and maybe hold, lose one of these swords and hold one up. So that's an energy I'm getting here. There's an underlining energy here that there is some good luck on your side. There is some abundant energy coming. Okay. And so we do see that. That's quite present here. So it's some kind of choice decision, excuse me, see, that you're going to have to make and move forward with it, okay? Now, when we're looking at Taurus, communications coming in. There's been something that you've been either hurt about, okay? It's negative thinking, negative thoughts, and holding on to sometimes pain, resentment, or you're thinking, no, this will never happen. No, this will never happen. It's something you need to let go of. This can include someone, family, your heart is there, your soul is there, heart, family, money, okay? The world, but it's in reverse here. Communications, conclusions, luck on your side. This is also adjustments with money and rewards. Okay, so that's another thing I'm seeing. And here is a tower, spirituality. It's like, are you listening to spiritual messages more? Are you taking the time to really listen to them? So there's some changes here. You have to listen, protect yourself spiritually somehow, and have faith, okay, in the universe. That's one thing I do see here. I see here, remember, Taurus, communications, making a choice. All we're seeing here, this also indicates your dreams, okay? Your dreams, your goals, whatever it is, it needs some kind of practical plan. All right, it's practicalities coming through here too, and making some kind of adjustments. I do see really good energy here with the family or people close to you. This is entertainment. Maybe you'll go to a lot of parties, but it's going to bring you some kind of benefit there. enjoyment, okay? Trying to be happy, not holding on to some kind of negativity. Maybe you'll be traveling too. So I do see that energy coming up as well. Communications here. There's something maybe that needs to be eliminated as well. So that's what came up with Taurus. Remember, make that choice and decision. And the next sign here is Virgo. Virgo, what do we see here? Virgo, you have two stones that came out for you, okay? There is a big emphasis on family, home, lifestyle, and adjustments. There's been a lot of adjustments there. Adjustments with work, how you make your money, your lifestyle, your family, readjusting. You're kind of not still settled, but you're still there. This is trying to bring money in into a few certain areas, division of money, I don't know, something like that. But lifestyle and adjustments is still continuing here. I do see this is either a very nice person here that's coming in, or this is also a stone where you have to purify, do things with truth and integrity, because either it's someone's connected here, but there is something there that is asking you, or it's kind of watching over you, that truth and integrity is very important. Virgo, look at the bigger picture, okay? Yeah, you may be looking at the details now and money here, money there, but, you know, where are you investing your time, energy, and money to? I mean, are you looking at retirement? Sometimes we're like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen by then. Yes, but there is a certain amount. We can't focus too much. But remember, what we do in the present will set the tone for your future. So you have to kind of look at the bigger picture. So everything that's happening, reevaluate, think, make a choice decision. Learning, listening is coming through, and looking at the bigger picture, how it's going to help you. For some of you, this could be even travel is coming up. There's a sense of maybe some of you will be a sudden trip, and this could be like out of state or out of your area. A sudden trip may come up because it looks like a person may come through. That is for someone out there. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing here. So, this is kind of the world is coming through here too, and also communications. This could be a trip, okay, coming up as well. So that's what's with Virgo, and that is money too. Money coming in, but lifestyle adjustments are continuous somehow. We're seeing this down the road. Remember, it's an eclipse reading. And we are looking at Capricorn now. Capricorn, what do we see here? Capricorn, we see a negative cycle, okay? Too much, and then we're seeing a good cycle. So there is it's almost like yin and yang needs to be also how do I want to say, yin and yang needs to be adjusted here as well. That's one thing I see here. Remember, this is a collective energy, and this is just for Capricorn here. Capricorn, there's a sense of impatience, okay? Things take time. Okay, it's like you're going back and forth. You're so ambitious. There's a sense of ambition. You want something to be closed up. You want something to start and expand. There's a group of people here to a group of people here. One's the negative side, one's that. It's like listening. It's like on your shoulders. You got the angel and the devil. Which way do we go? There's almost like that back and forth. You need to meditate more. Take time, listen, slow down, and contemplate your moves. Okay, because this is a great calculation between these stones too. So calculating your moves, also needing to really be patient with some cycles and some certain situations, because overall you're going to have to make some kind of choice and decision. Communications coming through, and closing up a negative cycle, and a whole new one is there appearing. So there is a sense of you're kind of walking into a very new cycle. I think you will have significant changes coming into from this eclipse into the next 6 months. Really significant. Wow. All right, so that was for the earth signs. Now we're going to move to air. And this is collective for air, and then it's Gemini, Libra, and Gemini. Where's the other? Oh, okay. Wow, it all came together. Interesting. All right, so this is for the air signs. Oops. Air, Gemini, Libra. I know that was between, but I'm going to read them how they fell now too. So Libra, and this was between Libra and Aquarius. Okay? So Interesting enough, air signs, you got two stones. And these stones are actually correlating with the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Ace of Cups is a new beginning, spiritual, new love, renewal of love, your cups overflowing, but it's a beginning. Okay, so it's like a rebirthing from what I'm seeing here. Again, it's like you are an air sign. This is a very watery, also moon, and it's also an eclipse in Cancer. So what are we looking at here? There's a focus on the emotions here. We need to balance the emotions sometimes. That's another thing. So this can represent new love, renewal of love, maybe something long awaited, but you're coming to a new beginning in love, spirituality, new path. You overall, there is changes with you, okay? And this to me is lasting for the past few years, because this is like refining yourself somehow, purifying yourself, expanding, changes within you. So you've been going through a lot, and could have been even relationships. Compassion, love, generosity, that is really strongly indicated. Love, caring, very much is emphasized here for the air signs. Okay, you overall, also caring for yourself and others. There is a huge new beginning I'm seeing here with love. What I feel here too, there is a lot of prosperity that lies ahead for air signs, okay? It's because this is touching our hearts. This is something caring. This is generous, giving. It's humanitarian pursuits. All of that is going to bring a lot of good energy back. So there's a sense of prosperity that is lying ahead here. Okay, and there's definitely some changes. For some of you, you may have really been tapping more into wanting love, being more compassionate to yourself, to others. Maybe you've been working towards that. So that is one thing I feel and see here. I also see this could be indication of maybe something's come to light, like truths being revealed, secrets being revealed. Someone tells you something. That's another thing I'm feeling here as well. That's what I'm picking up. So that's really interesting. Okay. Now, Gemini, what do we see for you? Gemini, these were your stones. Okay. This is heart, passion, love, but there's some negativity here. And look, we're looking at love. Are you looking at bringing in things into love? Do you want a new emotional beginning? What is it, Gemini? Is these negative thoughts? There's something that's been going on. I've been doing Gemini readings now every day because it's Gemini season. It's been Gemini season. And I've been seeing a lot of this, a lot of stress, a lot of pain, trying to build upon your goals, your passions. But then there's a lot of negative talk. It was an up and down energy. Again, there is something here now that tells you, do not let pride get in the way. Say here. Okay. Do not let pride get in the way. Okay. I see that energy because a lot of these stones are connecting here. I don't know why. There's a sense of pride I'm picking up, but there's still that feeling. There's a void and emptiness inside that you're burning to fulfill. I mean, we got that fire here, and this stone is between Libra and Aquarius, but it's overall here, and even this stone is pushing towards Gemini. So you have a connection between Gemini, Libra, and then even to Aquarius. So air signs are very much connected, except Aquarius is a little bit on the side here. So here we're looking more a connection between Gemini and Libra. Okay, so balancing those energies. Love. What do you need to rebirth here too as well? Caring for yourself, loving yourself, getting rid of these negative thoughts. There's going to be a lot of changes here. Negative talk. It's like 50 shades of gray here. You know what I mean by that. So it's, again, there's something there. Your passions, your goals, your heart, your desire. Trying to balance that out. There is something that is a void here that you are trying to purge out. That's the best I could say. That there's going to be some spiritual changes as well. Frustrations with that. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at you know, this could be with your work too. It's like maybe some of you don't even know what it is that you want to do, or you know, and you don't, you just, I don't know if you're holding back somehow. Now, for Libra, what do we see here? This was basically the only stone you got, okay, which is a tower in your spirituality. Changes of perspectives, spiritually evolving here. These are intuitive hits, holding on to your vision here, okay? That's one thing I see. But you got this passion and fury stone here and fiery stone as well. Is there some worries? What are you, I mean, what are your visions of love? The future, your passions, your desires, spirituality. There are some worries that you're holding on here. There's a connection to Gemini too. Maybe there's lack of follow through. Fearful energy, spiritually evolving with it. Sometimes we're tested. There's trials and tribulations, but you're going to be dissipating some of those. Watch the temper too. I see a lot of that and adjustment, but putting a lot of passion and energy, and could be connected to love and loving yourself and others. But hold on to some of your visions, okay? You may be getting some prophetic hits as well. So these could be intuitive hits as well. So there's something there really strongly indicated for Libra. Changes. Now when we look at Aquarius, which is very interesting, you basically got one stone, but this stone fell between you and Libra, though you kind of isolated here. Aquarius, this is the stone of your lifestyle, everyday lifestyle routines, health and well-being, and making some kind of adjustments. Okay, you're needing some kind of a balance and putting some passion and creating something here. Can be connected to love, new beginnings here too, caring for others, changes going in. Watch the temper. This could be that you make some sudden, quick moves and you put a lot of energy into it. I also feel that a lot of Aquarius, it's time to kind of release some kind of negativity, because all these stones kind of connected, because it's going to bring you to a new beginning here. There's going to be a lot of changes coming in, and some of it could be really sudden, and then it's going to require some adjustments and changes with work, your everyday routines, health and well-being, journey ahead. So major changes, I think, for even air signs, all of that, but even Aquarius is showing up. And some of you are releasing this kind of negativity, and you're coming into this, okay? Really refining yourself, love, and new beginnings here. So a lot of major changes and adjustments are coming up for Aquarius as well. Wow. Well, that concludes the air signs to here. Like I said, this is a reading for the solar eclipse, new moon in Cancer, which the main message, of course, is here you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. All right, everyone. It was a pleasure doing this reading. Enjoy it. And if anyone can, you can put in timestamps. Otherwise, bye for now.